There is over 100 new items from the new update. We've got the limited eagle, we've got cases, but specifically, I want to talk about the cases today if they're going to be a good investment, stuff like that. I originally said the deagle was going to be very good, but if we go and take a quick look at the supply, there is 17,000 of them, and they're not even tradable yet. It has been 6 days, not 7, so nothing is even tradable yet, and there's already 17,000 of these deagles. If you want to sell your CS skins for fair value instantly, check out Skin.place. They're a site I use myself, and it's literally instant money, the easiest way to sell CS skins. Not only that, they're currently having their 1-year anniversary with free skins and a crazy PC giveaway. Just log in daily with that link at the top of the description and select your daily claim. You could also earn more coins by completing easy missions like inviting friends or selling skins. Then get your prize at the Skinplace shop, where there's tons of different options. Once again, use my code at the top of the description, cash out for PayPal, bank transfer, and crypto today, and get the actual value for your CS skins. Also, something else to keep in mind with these deagles is the blue gem skins are not actually that rare. They're somewhere between an 8.3 to an 8.8% chance, so we'll just say like 8.5, I guess, 9%. That's not that rare for a blue gem that, I mean, everybody that buys the pass can get. So David, who owns CS Blue Gem, did some calculations and said at a rate of $10 per deagle, which is how many stars they cost in the shop, they cost 25 stars. Stars are 40 cents each. That's $10. $120 for a 99% chance at a deagle. There is a lot of these deagles coming into supply. It shouldn't be above $150 with these numbers considered, and that's the price you should kind of be looking at to be buying them, stocking up on them, or whatever you want to do with them. If you want to sell them, don't expect to get no 10 grand for it or anything crazy. So that brings us over to the gallery case. Of course, there is other collections. These collections there's a lot of supply as well, at least for the, I don't even know which one it is. A Sport and Field collection with the A1S. There is a lot of these in existence, and since there is no grays, which is, I did not realize, these are kind of like normal cases, there's no grays. So these are a lot more common. Normally CS's, I guess, rarity chart is everything is 5 times more rare as the next. These are 1 in 5, like an 80% chance to get a blue. And then these dark blues become 5 times rare. The purples become 5 times rare. Pinks 5 times rare. And the red 5 times rare. But we don't have grays. So these are actually not as uncommon as I thought they were. And there is going to be a lot of them in existence, which is why I personally am going to be staying away from the collections for investing. I think they are going to drop in price drastically. So now that brings us over to the gallery case, which costs 2 stars. And something we want to keep in mind is that it has the same exact knives as the Kilowatt case, currently 88 cents on Steam. It is the Kukri knife. So the pass also we want to keep in mind costs $15 to $16. A couple of things we need to know from this. I think people are going to be wanting to make their money back for the pass, so I think these are going to sell for at cheapest around like 50 cents. This is what happened with Operation Riptide cases. Let me pull those up. Yeah, here are Operation Riptide cases. Similar thing happened with Broken Fang cases as well. It wasn't quite the same with Shattered Web because you had to earn stars there and they were a lot more limited. You couldn't choose to buy cases, so there was a lot less of them in supply. But with Operation Riptide and Broken Fang, which are the two most similar things to this, we saw the cases hit lows of, I guess, 49 cents, but pretty much around that 50-cent range. And the first day they were super expensive, like $2 as well, as I guess a lot of people just want to do mass case unboxings, but they did not really go below that 50-cent range. And then towards the end of the operation, or I guess right after it ended, they started blowing up in price because people realized how limited they were compared to how much demand there actually is for them. And now they were sitting at $7. I guess they fell off $6.50 though, is still insane. And they're worth a lot of money. So do I think the exact same thing is going to happen for the gallery case here? Well, considering the only other case in the game with the Kukru knives in it, the Kilowatt case is still 88 cents, like 90 cents on Steam. I think these are very well going to be a good thing to buy if they reach the right price. Of course, they aren't going to be tradable or sellable on the market for another day or two. And I mean, they could be very expensive, like $1 or $2, which I would obviously not be buying them at. I would be waiting. If you're an investor, I would say if they dip to that 50-60 cent range, I think they're very much so going to be a very, very good investment for long term. We've seen it in the old Operation cases a lot. And you might think those cases have exclusive knives or something crazy, which makes them super expensive, but they actually don't. The only thing that's different about it is the Dreams and Nightmares case came after the Operation Riptide case. So there was the Operation Riptide case with all these new knives. Everybody wanted it. Everybody was unboxing it. And then we had the Dreams and Nightmares case after it. This time around, we had the Kilowatt case before, and then we have the actual gallery case released with this. So we already had these knives in game before. Maybe that means there's going to be less demand for it, but still, it's pretty much the same as those old operation cases, except the order of them being released was inverted. So not really much has changed in my opinion. Also, we could note the Dreams and Nightmares case is $1.47 on Steam right now, which is pretty crazy for an active drop in the game. But once again, we do have to realize that the Operation Riptide case and the Dreams and Nightmares case are the only two cases in the game and ever will be with the knives they have. So that's why they're still worth so much. So if anything, I would say this is probably going to keep the Kilowatt case expensive, and maybe it already had a jump in price. Let's see. Wow, it had a massive dump out, but then people just rebought it, I guess. So yeah, I don't think that's going to affect it much. My whole game plan with this is if it reaches 50 cents, 60 cents, somewhere around that range, I would stock up on them. I don't see how this is going to be worth any less than the old operation cases. I think even if there is a lot of demand for it, it can very easily keep that up. Once again, another main thing I think is that with these cases, you buy them and then there is a 7-day trade hold. People in this game are pretty impatient, and I don't think a lot of people are just going to be buying them, stocking up on them, and then selling them to actually get that money back that they spent on the past. I don't think the majority of people at least are going to be just dumping money into these, even though they are a safe haven to get your past money back. I think they're a good buy. I think they're the number one thing I'm looking at right now. That used to be the Deagle, but now that there's 18,000 of them in existence or so, I think I don't really know how I feel about those right now, but we'll see until everything becomes tradable. I would invest in these once again. If they become like 50 cents on the market, I will be buying and selling some of my inventory to invest in them because I think they're going to do a lot better than everything else. But yeah, that's my thoughts for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Skinplace with that link at the top of the description. And for now, I will see you guys in the next one.